Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Tom here, T&BH Gaming, guys. We're in another episode of Railroader. Today we're going to pull all that stuff off the Bryson interchange up back there and see if we can get it set out and segregated into the industries that it's supposed to go to. And then we'll go check on Whittier and see what's going on down there. But let's get started, guys. Now probably be good a time as any to remind you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you wish to help out the channel, there's a couple links in the description for Venmo and Cash App. Not necessary, guys, not expected. Just if you so feel, if you feel like it. The best way to help out the channel, though, guys, is to subscribe and share. Like, subscribe, and share. It's free of charge, guys. Doesn't cost anything. According to YouTube, 98% of my viewers are not subscribed. So if you don't mind, just hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to see when I put out my next video, hit the notification bell. But now that that's out of the way, guys, let's get going here. Let me move my little guy. You see him, he's on the track right here. I want to get him off the track. Let's get him up here on the dock. Out of the way right here for now. Go back to the overhead here. We're going to go to the 50. So here we are at the 50. And as you can see, it runs all the way back around the corner there. To there, it's 80 cars, 4,869 tons, 3,163 feet, and we are going to try to get it up to here, which this is Smoky Mountain Supply Company, and we're going to try to segregate it on these tracks right here. So let's get him going, see if he can pull it up to this point right there. We'll give the AE, or Albert Edwards, or Albert Einstein, see if we can give him a waypoint and get him to pull it up there. He's moving at 1 mile an hour. Let's go check on him, see how fast is he going. Is he moving? Yeah, he's moving just barely. Maybe he'll build up speed. There goes a chuff. We got a chuff there, guys, so he's chuffing. While we're waiting on him, we're going to go pick up, let's go pick up the one, see what the one is up to. The one is in Whittier, and it's moving at 1 mile an hour. It is pulling 44 cars at 2,709 tons, 1,791 feet. Okay, he's just pulling, he's going to back into there. Yeah, we're just separating these cars here at the Whittier interchange, so we can get set up a train to pull them. Those here need to go to, according to the telltale overlays, all of them need to go to Alarka Junction. This is all Ella stuff. That needs to go to Alarka Junction. That needs to go to Fontana Bridge site. And the rest of this is here in Whittier. So we'll get it separated, and then I guess we'll put the Whittier stuff away, and then close that door. And then, oh, there's something that needs to go to Alarka Junction. We'll separate it. But we'll get them all separated out, and there's some West Bryson interchange stuff over here that needs to go up. And then there's some stuff over there that needs to go to the, to the East Whittier interchange. So we'll get all that stuff put in the interchange, and we'll get all this stuff separated out. Moving at 1 mile an hour. But this is a T17 10-wheeler, so it only has like 17,000 pounds of tractive effort. So yeah, there's no doubt it should have a hard time pulling 2,709 tons. But while we're waiting there, let's go check on the 10. The 10 is stopped. Yeah, oh, that's right. The 10 is at the Bryson engine service. It has 5 hours and 55 minutes left on its overhaul. That's one of the ones that we bought. It is the Decapod tender, or the Decapod, the D46 Decapod. So let's check out the 20. The 20 should be coming into Bryson right now. Yep, coming into Bryson. And we have to get all this stuff put away. We need more engines, guys. We need more at this point right here, we need more switchers is what we need. So that's why I got the Decapod. Let's go to the used real quick. Check out the used Crazy Grandpa Sam's used inventory emporium. See what we got here. We got an EMD SD7 for $40,000. Wow, it's a good price. That's $14,000 cheaper than normal, but its condition is only 28%. Repair cap is 90%. That's not bad. I'd say it's probably past due the overhaul, but you can repair it up to 90%. So let's see. There's an Atlantic for $6,000. We could buy that right now. Repair cap is 70%. I wonder if we could repair it real quick. Oh, we got a Santa Fe for $33,000. Yeah. And there's a Pacific 18 for $6,000, but that's a little bit underpowered for what we need, because we need something to pull these heavy cars around. There's a T22 10-wheeler for $9,000. It's almost brand new. It's a couple $100 cheaper than you can buy it brand new, but that might be a pretty good guys, that's probably a pretty good switcher, I think. What's this consolidation? It's $19,000. Let me see what else we got here. I think that's all we got in engines. Yep. So kind of torn here between the Atlantic, even though it's 15,000, conditions 15,000, it can be repaired up to 70. Or the Santa Fe. I can't afford the Santa Fe. I could afford that 10-wheeler though. I'd like to get the Constellation. But it's 19,000. I can't afford it. So that 10-wheeler 22 might be a pretty good engine to what is number one supposed to be? Number one is supposed to be the... Oh, it's not assigned to anything yet. I know the 20 is... I don't have it assigned to anything yet either, do I? No. Operations... I don't have any crews set yet. I need to make some crews, freight crews and stuff like that. Let's do that, guys, right now. So let's go to crews here. We'll go to crews. Freight Express. Train symbol. Alright, so then let's see if we can do the 20. Oh, it says Passenger Express. Okay, yeah. We didn't give it a train symbol. How do we give it a train symbol? Create. No, how do we create the train symbol? Oh, you only give a train symbol on your timetable. Okay, all right. So Freight Express, that's going to be the 30. So let's check on the 30 and see what it says. Yep, Freight Express. The Whittier Lumber Express. That is the one. So that's the one. The Whittier Lumber Express is the number one. All right. So let's get back to our regular goings here. Let's go back to the one. It's still struggling. Where is it going? Why is it going so far back? Should just be going right here. Right there. Can it move? Can it push it? I think that's kind of a little of an uphill incline. I can't remember how to do that. There's a symbol. You can hold your finger over the track. That's not. Used to be you could hold your mouse over the track and click a button and it would show you the grade on the track. So, but I don't remember how it's done.
Will you tell me the code they sent you?
Okay, we're back, guys. We're moving this thing about 1 mile an hour. It's trying its best. But I think let's go back to the crazy Grandpa Sam's used Emporium. And I'm thinking we might just buy that 10-wheeler and use it as a switcher here in Ella. Or in, we could use it in Ella or we could use it here in Whittier. Either one. Because I think the 30 and 50 need to stay. The 30 probably needs to stay up in Bryson, and the 50 needs to be a freight just back and forth. So this is only $9,000. We got $13,000. Let's go ahead and purchase it. It should be here at the Whittier. There she is. She has no coal, no water. So as soon as the one gets finished putting this back in its place where it belongs, we'll pull it up and get some coal and water in it. So while we're waiting on that, and I'm going to let's change the number. It's set for 1001. And I want to set it to probably, well, what is the 30? The 30 is a 43. The 10 is a decapod. Let's set that one to 40. Let's change it to the 40. And there we go. So that, as soon as that gets back in there, let's go check on the 30 and see how she's doing up here in Bryson. Or no, she's not in Bryson. She is in she's in Robinson Coal. Okay, so we need to put a brake on those, disconnect, and we need to pull that out. There you go. And then I think the one on the end of this goes, yeah, that goes in that. Mining supplies goes right there. That's on the end of this consist. We know what the 1 is up to. The 10 is stopped. Yeah, it's in the engine house in Bryson. The 20, it's running probably up towards Alarka. So let's check on the 50. The 50 was over in Bryson, I believe, wasn't it? Pull this up a little bit so I can. There we go. Yep, she's still just pumping along about 1 mile an hour. I guess she'll get there. She's trying to get there. That's a lot of weight to pull, guys. 80 cars, 4,000 or 869 tons. Even though the 50 is a well, the 50 is an Atlantic too. Okay, yeah. So we don't need to make the 50 the freight one. The 30 needs to be the freight car because it's a 43. Yeah. So we'll probably have to change these numbers around because I like to go from like the smallest to the largest. So like this is a 17, the 10-wheeler is a 17 and it's 1. So it'd be anything around the 17 will be 1. If I get another one, it will be 1 through 10. And then we'll make the, and I think it is a 10. No, the 10's a decapod, it's a 46. And it's the 20. A 20 is a G16 mogul. So actually that should be 1. And the 17 or the 1 should be actually be the 2 or 10, and then the 22 should be 20, and the 40 and the 26s should be in the 30s. Yeah, that's how I think we need to do it. So we'll change them around in a little bit. I may do that off camera. We'll see if we can get there, but let's go check on the what was the 30 doing? 30 was right there, tied in. So let's take the brake off of that car, and then we'll bring it and hook it there. And then so we have to get this mining supply car put back in there, and then we have to get these empties pushed back up the track there, so we can so we can start making some coal. And then here's some we can take down. A couple need to go down to the Bryson interchange, and then the rest of them, 2 of them need to go to the East Whittier interchange. So we'll get them taken down as soon as we get these locked in place. Let's check on the 1, see how far along the 1 is. All right, so we're just waiting for this stuff to get put into place, guys. And as soon as it gets put into place, we can, like I say, we can move the 40 up here and get some water in it, and then swap them out. And we'll put the one back over here on the log. On the log cars. And I wonder why they're picking at different sections like that. That's weird. But done that ever since I put in these 2 extra tracks over here. But anyway, so we'll put the 1 back over here because it is Lumber Express. We'll put it back over here where it belongs, and then we'll use the new Atlantic or the T22 to move this stuff here around. So see you guys in just a little bit. Alright everyone, here we are. The 1 has, as you can see, got the 40 up here, getting cold, almost, well, about a little over half full right now. So the 40 is getting cold. The 1 has pulled back. And I don't know why it stopped. supposed to be got a couple cars. Looks like we got a couple cars right here that have been derailed. So let's go take a look at them. Yep, those two right there. I don't know why they derailed. We're going to jump here and we'll re-rail them. Push them back up on the tracks. Might as well climb up on the car here. And I have no early idea why it derailed, but it did. So we'll give it a new waypoint. They weren't going that fast, so that wasn't the problem. I don't know why it's not going this way. That's the way I would go. Whoa. Yeah, let's make them go this way. Let's make them go like that. Make her go like that. That one's full of coal. So what we can do with this here is, this is all like Glendale Bottle Works, Andrew Construction, Carolina Cotton. So this is gonna go right here. Oh, that's the one. I don't want the one, I want the 40. And I want it to go right here. One's finally moving along at a better clip here. Let's go check on the 50 while we're waiting on those. He has made it to his waypoint. Is he all the way on enough to bring all those cars on? No. So he needs to come on a good bit more. Probably, how many cars? Oh shoot, a ton of cars. He needs a ton of cars on. So let's set him a waypoint. Probably all the way down here, at least down to this crossing. Yeah, so we'll set him a waypoint at least to this crossing. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll stop him, because that's way too many cars to try to haul down there by yourself. Let's put a brake on him. Let's cut this loose, cut that loose. Let's put these Whittier cars on this track right here. You ought to move a little faster doing that. And that actually needs to go over here now, because we've moved the GB3 with this new track, so it goes over here. So that's moving along better since I would cut that in half. Let's 20 is at the waypoint. Where's 20 at its waypoint? 20 is at, okay, it's still there. So 20 is full of all the passengers it's going to get, apparently. Says there's 82 passengers waiting. Some going to Ella and Whittier. Why aren't they on the train? There's room. No, that one's 50. That one's 84. And that one's 84. Okay, so they're full. So I need to change out that car. That car needs to be a bigger car. All right, so we will. What is the difference? Let's take a look inside this car. What is the difference in the cars? Just more room. Yeah, those cars are tighter together. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one going back to Whittier Depot. And that's probably going to be the last run of the day for that one because it is getting late. How far along are we on our wood? We got one car there and two cars there. Okay. On the 40, needs to move a little further down the line there. Where was the one going? The one stop again. What's wrong with it now? I don't see any derailed cars. I don't know why it stopped. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to put the one right here. We're going to put it right there. And then the 40, we're going to stop it right where it's at, right there. Actually, we're going to bring it back to here. Once we get it to stop. For some reason, it don't like to reverse once it's going the other way. And the reason I want the one there is because on that track, on that siding, guys, because once we get all these sugar mill cars, then I'm going to break these two apart. Actually, the coal loader can go there, and that can go to the repair track. I can put this with the Bryson stuff. This stuff can go to the sawmill, and all that can go to the sugar mill all at one time. And I'll probably get to 40 to do that once I get it broken apart. All right, so we got that separated. That's going to be push in. So I'm trying to separate these guys by what is a push in and what is a back end over there at the Whittier proper industries. So all the, actually that's a push in too. I don't know why I did that. Let's have is it backing or going forward? Backing. So let's have the 40 back up a little bit. And then we'll have it stop. And then we'll have it come forward. And lock back into this car. Alright. That car is the one I want to put a brake on. And unhook. Because this is a push in, this is a back in. these three are push-ins and that Carolina's the back end. So I'm gonna put the push-ins on this track. And we'll put the back ends on, and then I'll put those two Carolinas behind those two, which are back ends. That way when we grab them, we can grab them correctly. We can back into this one and put it behind the train, and then go and get the other two in front of the train, so they're in the right spot. When we all in here, we are. So the number one can stop. It already did. And we'll break it loose right here at the sugar mill car. The East Whittier repair track is a push-in, so I could actually go ahead and, where's the 40? The 40, I'm going to make it go right there. And the one, I'm going to put it right there. And the East Whittier sawmill is also a push-in for the coal loader. Yeah, so I may need to go further back than that. Let's stop the 40 where it's at. Okay, it stopped. It stopped enough anyway. So let's, but it needs to go, no, it's good enough. So we'll break it loose right here. Cut the ties, and then we'll put them right there. And we'll have the one back into here. These are all Ella ties. All right, we're waiting on that. Let's go check on 50. He said he's at his waypoint. All right, so are all them cars in that siding? Yes. So all those cars are in that siding. So let's put a brake there and cut this one loose. And go grab these. Actually, the first one I want to grab real quick before I go anywhere is this one, guys, because that goes right there. I want to go ahead and put it in its spot. Actually, I want to do all of these Appalachians real quick. And get them out of the way. Alright, the one is at its waypoint. We'll go grab him. He is at his waypoint. And cut it loose right here. Already a brake on at the end of that consist. That needs to come. Bryson Cohen Tower, that needs to go here. One needs to bring that there. This one needs to be cut loose. The 40. Cut loose right there. And it needs to go behind this one. Working both ends of this track, everybody. Alright, 50's at its waypoint. Check on him. Cut that one loose. One behind him still got a brake. We'll go ahead and put him right here where he belongs. Right there. Now these textiles go right there. One goes there and the other one goes on the other side, but I need to pull out that one first. I think I'll do that right now. Before I stick that one in there, I'm going to go pull this one out. So I'll let him go in there and pull that out. And then he can back in there and drop this one off. And then go push that one here someplace out of the way for now. And then can we get behind these two right now? We cannot. So I'll have to pull them two out and figure out a way to swap them around as well. Alright, so as soon as he gets locked into that, does not have a brake on or anything, then we're going to set him up over here, dropping this off, and we'll go check on the check on the 1 and the 40 because they're almost at where they're supposed to be. Okay, everybody, here we are, and where is there's the 1 right there. Got that one to Whittier sawmill. It's unhooking there. All this stuff I'm sorry, got that stuck in with the Bryson cooling tower. All this stuff goes to Whittier sawmill. And we can probably go ahead and stick that on this track right here. And then I think we'll take the 1 and we'll go around, we'll pick up all the empties. All these empties. While we're waiting for the lumber to finish emptying out. Or we could what did the 40 do? Where is that stuff that goes to the engine shed? What do we do with it? Oh, right there. That's what we'll have the 1 do. No, we'll have the 40 do that. Alright, so we're going to take the 40 because he's on that side. So we need to see where we got here. 40. 40. Alright. Take him off there. Have him come grab this. We're going to have the 1. Yeah, I knew that was hooked. Alright, we're going to have the 1. We're going to push all this stuff down to the East Whittier to the sugar mill. That's what 1 can do. 1 can do that. Alright. And we'll have 40 go ahead and set all these cars right here at the industries. So let's go check on the 30. 30 should be ready. Hit that up. Take the brake off. And then have it come over here and bump into this one. Alright, check on the 50. 50 is in its place. Lock a brake. Cut the car. We need to put that up probably right there. Let's go to Appalachian Textiles. Let's see where the GC3 is. So the GC3 is there, and the R1 and R2 are on the other side over there. The R1 and R2 are push-ins. The GC is going to be a push-in. So if I go ahead and stop her right there, stop the 50 right there. Stop the 50 and have him back into this. Get rid of some of these cars. Go ahead and get them put into their designated spots real quick. Check on the one. The one is at its location, so it is connected. Go ahead and set the airline. Turn the brake off. Now let's let the air out. I wonder if I can disconnect the air. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to T1, T2 is the first thing it needs to go into. It's a sugar mill. Alright, so I can go ahead and turn the overlay off because I know what I'm doing over here. This is the T1, T2 where the oil goes, or gas, or whatever it may be. Did that say 10 miles? Yeah, it said 10 miles from Whittier. I can't believe that's 10 miles. All right. So, oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's a 50. That's why it's 10 miles. Okay. Glad I caught that. So the 1 should go there. That's better, 0.6 miles. Let's go back to the 50 now and reset it because it was supposed to be hooking into this. Check my nothing on the switch list. All right, we'll fix that. As soon as this gets bumped into that, we're going to go like this. Add from train. Alright, so we know all those cars are on the switch list. Take the brake off of that one. That's textiles, Blue Ridge Steel. Alright, so we can take the textiles off. And we're going to go. Did I back into that other one already? Where'd she go? Oh, she did. Okay. So I need to bring them all over here. And then we'll drop that one. And then we'll come over here and drop those and then run around, get that one, push it in, and come up here and get behind them and push them in. Yep, that's how we'll do it. Alright, off to the 30. 30 has all of its stuff. Lock those in, take these 2 brakes off. Headed to Alarka Junction. see which is which. Okay, I think we're gonna put it there. And because I believe the end of the 50 is the last two, 30 is the last two cars on that were and it's going to come out like that. Yeah, and it's going to put that in there. So either way, why isn't it moving? Well, I got the 50 going someplace it shouldn't be going again. Stop. Just in case. I know I was on the 30 when I went to the Alarka Junction site. And we're going to put them right here. Alright, now we're better. Alright, let's go check on the 50 because I know that's what we screwed up. Yep. She was hauling ass. Let's go ahead and put these up there. Go check on the one. Set a brake. Disconnect. B2, B1, B2 right over there. See where the 10's at. Should be getting close. 10 is 3 hours 43 minutes. 20 says it's at its waypoint, which should be what? Can we run one more? Yep, let's run one more. Let it fill up with passengers and then we'll run one more. 40 is at its waypoint, which is pushing the cars. Now we need to get over here where it's backing into the cars. $50 is at its waypoint. We can drop these cars. We can come around here, that, and then we'll drop this one over here, and we'll pick up those and push them in, and come back and get this one and back it in. All right. Let's see where we're at. 20 is at its waypoint. Still loading up, I'm sure. 50, 70, 64, 53 more passengers, so it's going to be full. And we're about to the point where we need to buy another another coach, passenger coach. Either sell this one and make it an 84 like these, or just buy another 84. Yeah, because we got even more passengers now, and that's 84, 84, and 50, and it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and set it to Alarka Junction station. Be done with that. There we go. Running that. Everybody's running. Everybody's running. 40 stopped. At its point. So this is the coal loader. So I'm going to leave that right there a minute because I want to take this one real quick here and shove it right there. So we're going to shove this one right there extremely quick, and then come back and pick up the coal loader and go stick it over here and get it ready to go. That's still got 46 ton of coal, so it's good to go for a little bit. Everybody, the one is at its waypoint. So the one has dropped off its cars. We'll drop these. And then all of these go right here. And they'll all be done. And how much? We've already made another $5,000. Or up to $5,000. I think we were down to about $2,000 or $3,000 after we bought this engine. Let's go check Uncle Sam's, or Grandpa Sam, Crazy Grandpa Sam's used equipment emporium. See what we got. We can buy another skeleton car for $518. I think I will purchase that. There's one right there. We're going to purchase that. Can always use 2 more skeleton cars. There's another one. Let's go ahead and get it. How much is that Atlantic? 66. That P18 is 61. How much is the Santa Fe? At 33, and the consolidation is 19. Oh, there's another platform car. How much is it? That's $4,000. Yeah, that would be nice to have. Oh, there's a coach car. How much is it? Yeah. How much is that thing? $5,000. We may get one of them next. After one sticks that in there, we'll go have him grab those those lumber flat cars and stick them in the stick them over there with those other lumber cars and make that one, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, count these, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I think that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it's only 10. So 2 more would make it 12, and then we'll put the other 2 on this track. And that way we can have, what we'll do is we'll get 12, we'll get 10 more, and then we'll have 12 on each one of these tracks. 12 for the L1, 12 for the L2, and 12 for the L3. So we can have all 3 of them in their spots up there at the logging camp, filling up with lumber, and then one down here unloading, and we can just swap them out when we need to. We take an empty one up there, bring a loaded one back. An empty one up there, bring a loaded one back. Now, or bring 2 loaded ones back if we can, and just park them on these staging tracks. That would be cool to have them right there and ready to go. Let's check on the 30. The 30 says it stopped at the waypoint, and it is stopped. So let's put a brake on that. Let's cut it loose right there. And let's put this one over here. We'll separate these West Bryson and East Whittier. We'll put them together after we separate them. I just want them all separated. So when we go down to drop them off, we'll drop off the, we don't have to separate them down there. We can just drop off the West Bryson and keep going with the East Whittier. Who else is stopped? 20 is stopped. Why is 20 stopped? Oh, 20 was filling up with passengers. I filled you up with passengers. Why are you stopped? Resume speed. Why are you stopped? $20 should be going to Alarka Junction. Probably need to stop in Bryson. Probably need to have a stop in Bryson at the water depot. Oh, wait a minute. There is a, yeah, it's gonna need water and coal. So say we can get away with just water. We get away with just water. We could just have it fill up right there, but it's going to need water and coal, so we'll have it stop right here and get some coal and water. And then check on the 40, and that has done its business there. Cut that one loose. Come back and pick up this coal loader. And then run that right through here into there. And let's go to the 30. 30 is stopped. Cut it loose. Have it pull over into this one. We're gonna need a switcher for up here too, so is the 30 gonna be our switcher? No, the 30 was gonna be our freight. So we need a switcher up here, so we need to work on that too. Go back to Crazy Grandpa's and see what he's got as far as switchers. The Atlantic, how much is it? 66, and we're at 41, so if we can get 66, we'll buy it, and then we'll use it and repair it at the end of the night. Right now I'm probably gonna have to use the 30 to put some of this stuff away, but all this stuff needs to go to West Bryson. Is there anything at the Fontana Bridge site that needs to come this way? Yes. Alright, now let's go to the one. This is what it's like, guys, when you got a lot of trains. It's hard to be the man running around on the ground doing stuff. You're just more like, I guess you'd call him the conductor, just deciding where trains go and what needs to be done and what don't need to be done. What did I say I was going to do with the one? I forgot. Oh, yeah, I was going to do this. So I'm going to bring the one over here and grab these cars. And we'll go ahead and set its operations to unload at the sawmill. Operation is to unload at the sawmill. operation is to unload at the sawmill. Let's see, how far is that? 89% max repair. Overhaul none needed. Scheduled overhaul service to fully repair. Can we do the overhaul on all of these? 80%. Yeah, probably. 40 is set up. Let's get him out of the way so we can put those in the shed to be overhauled. Take that off. Let's run that coal loader right there. Good, that's the way I wanted it to go. And that might be close to it, guys. We'll go check on the 30 again. He's setting these cars out. Right there. What is this coming up here? A 50. What is a 50 doing up here? Oh, what is a 50 doing up here? $50 was supposed to be right there. So that must be when I set the 20. It was actually on the 50. I hate that because sometimes you'll click on it and you'll set it on a train, and then when you go to make a move, it'll be switched to a different train, and I don't know how it keeps doing that. But the 30 should be going right to there. Oh, it can't, because all of these need the air bled off of them. There you go. Alright, now the one is at a waypoint. Okay, we could do this all night, guys. Just back and forth. So let's check and put that one there. Take the brake off. 40 is at the waypoint. Of course, we know the 10 is in the shed. The 20 is moving. The 40 is at the waypoint. Let's go ahead and put a brake on him. And before I do anything else, before I get over into Whittier proper, I want to set these East Whittier sawmill cars. So we're going to back up in there with the 40 and get those. Let's go back to the 1. Have it go there. Take that brake off. And everybody's moving right now, so I tell you, I'm gonna keep making some moves, guys, and get these things switched around, try to get these switched off. But we're gonna end this one here, and we'll pick up close to where we left off. I'm gonna keep making some moves here real quick, and we'll pick up close to where we left off next time. As always, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you choose to help out the channel, there's a link in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Not necessary, guys, not really expected, just that that's something you feel in your heart to do. The best way to help out the channel, though, guys, is free of charge, is to like, subscribe, and share. Like I say, YouTube says that 98% of the people who view my videos aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button, guys. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you anything. You know, it's nothing to it, just you're going to subscribe. If you would like to see when I put out a new video after you hit the subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell and you'll see when I get my next one out. So we're going to leave it here. Did a switching in Whittier, some switching in Bryson, some switching in Alarka. And we'll pick up next time on Railroader with the new modded play. And guys, stick around, because when we get past the Fontana Bridge and into Nantahala and then off to Silva and Andrews, this is going to get wild, guys. There are so many industries on this map that I've downloaded the mods for. It is crazy to try to push these industries off in one day, one person in one day. But we're going to give it a shot and we're going to see what we can do. So stick around. Like I say, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And as always, guys, be kind to each other, love each other, God bless, and we see you in the next video, everyone.